What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another MLB High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. Welcome back, as always. Hopefully, you guys have had an amazing week so far. Hopefully, you guys are having an amazing early Thursday. I am here to give you some the main slate high five. Today at greenlightdfs.com, we will be going to smash once again for baseball, but we are also going to be doing college football tonight. So I will have that option available at the site. If you go to the site, you look at memberships, and you don't see an option for like an NFL daily or college football or whatever we end up calling it, then just give it a second, refresh. It will be there before the slate later. Probably, if I had to guess, probably around lunchtime, 12:30 Central. It'll definitely will have an option on the site for you to be able to join for college football. So keep your eyes open for that. We had a huge year of college football last season. Super excited about that. And yeah, let's go ahead and get straight into it. I'm not going to keep up too much of your time. At the end of this video, I will give you guys my home run predictions. Most of them are going to be in this high five, though. All right, let's get it. Starting off at pitching. The two pitchers that I really, really like on this slate is going to be, let's start it out with Carlos Carrasco. I will fix that projection. Don't worry. It's not zero. Carlos Carrasco is in a fantastic spot here against Miami. He's facing a Miami squad that strikes out almost 23% of the time versus righties. I know that he hasn't done great, and he's been on a little bit of a pitch count, but he is a guy that I'm definitely interested in, and he's a guy that I'm expecting for that pitch count to keep rising as we go. And he's only 8K, and he's got a plus matchup against Miami. So Carlos Carrasco is a solid option for me here, and he gives me the ability to be able to get these Coors bats that I want. Next up, SP2, Mike Minor. I'm a little torn between SP2. There's a lot of different ways that you could go, but to be able to get the full strength of that Coors game, I mean, with Atlanta's power, and going to Colorado, I mean, there's huge upside in that game, and I want every bit of it that I can get. And in some parts of it, you're going to have to spend some money. So that means having to save somewhere. The wind is blowing in at 10 miles per hour in Kansas City today for Mike Minor. Cleveland strikes out 27% of the time versus lefties. That's a great situation for Mike Minor. And at 7-2, with that strikeout potential, even if he gives up a couple home runs, it gives up some earned runs. The strikeout rate should be able to even that out and him have a solid outing at only 7-2. So both of these guys are solid options. Keep an eye on Carrasco. Make sure that his pitch count's going to be fine. But as long as it is, he will be good to go. Carlos Carrasco's in a great spot at 8K. All right, and I will fix that projection, I promise, right after I'm done with this. I don't know how that happened. I updated it earlier, and for some reason it didn't stick. I'll fix that as soon as I'm done. Um, let's talk hitters. So, at the hitter part of it, my favorite hitter on the entire slate is probably Freddie Freeman with the lefty-righty against Chichi Gonzalez. So I'm going to go ahead and put Freddie in. He is a spend up, so you're going to have to pay almost 6K for him, but he is my favorite bet on the slate. But don't worry, we have value on the slate as well, and it's going to be Adrianza is the guy that I'm interested in here. He'll probably bat at the bottom part of this order, but he is bare min 2K and should be in the Atlanta offense in Coors in a fantastic spot here. So Adrianza at bare min 2K is solid value for you to get a hold of. And then on top of that, you know what? Oh, sorry. I want Jock Peterson. Jock Peterson should be leading off here at 3-9. And in Coors, I mean, it's a fantastic spot. Lefty-righty matchup against Chichi Gonzalez. Fantastic spot. So, yes, I have all Atlanta bats. That's because I love them as much as I do. Could I get off one of these Atlanta bats and throw in a Colorado? Sure, but the fact of the matter is the value is over here on Atlanta. You have a 2K player on Atlanta, Adrianza. You have a guy who's under 4K lefty-righty, Jock Peterson, who probably is going to be leading off. Pay attention to that, obviously, but probably is. I mean, it's just too good. And most of the time I don't do this, but on a slate like this where, I mean, the play is the play. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and not talk about my main guys that I want. My whole point of making these videos is give you guys the main guys that I'm looking for, give you guys a solid value option, as well as some guys that I think have huge potential. And this is it. On the Coors side, yes, I like Ryan McMahon. Yes, I like Trevor Story. I like some Colorado guys, but my main love comes on Atlanta side because they have amazing value, and I wanted to put them in this high five. So that's pretty simple. Some Atlanta bats over here. All right, let's switch over to FanDuel real quick. I wonder if my projection's stuck over here. Okay, so the projection's stuck on FanDuel. And I love him over here at 6'8". So Carlos Carrasco, if they end up coming out and saying he's going to be severely limited pitch count or something like that, which I'll be keeping an eye on, then you can definitely go Mike Minor if you choose to do so as well. At hitting, you have Freddie Freeman at 4K. I love my boy Freddie. I'm going that route for sure. Jock Peterson 2.9. I mean, how could I not? He's just sticking out way too much for me at that price. And then Brandon Rogers at 2.7 is going to be the core over here. They're just too cheap in my opinion. So Carrasco as the core pitcher, Brandon Rogers, Jock Peterson, and Freddie Freeman. Like I said, keep an eye out on Carrasco. Make sure Carrasco is going to be getting a decent pitch count. Make sure that he's going to be good to go, and you should be good. But yeah, it's a solid matchup against Miami. Not sure why my projections stuck over here on FanDuel, but yeah, DK's didn't. That's very weird. But I'll update that as soon as I end this in this video. All right, and that was straight to the point, man. Home run predictions: Freddie Freeman, Trevor Story, Jock Peterson, Soler, and then let me give you guys somebody outside of the Coors game because I mean the Coors game's about to go nuts, dude. All right, outside of the Coors game, I'm going to go with, let's see, if I had to give outside of Coors, let's go Randy Arozarena. So Randy Arozarena, pay attention to Sam Hilliard too. See if Sam Hilliard's in the lineup. If he is, I like his lefty-righty against Toussaint. But Randy Arozarena is a great option. Trevor Story, Freddie Freeman, Soler, and Jock Peterson is the home run predictions of the day. I know there's a lot of cores in this high five today, y'all, but that's just because it's simple today. And there's no reason to overthink it. Get your exposure to the cheap value of Atlanta that you're going to have. Get exposure to your Coors game because it's going to go bonkers tonight. At least it should. Everything's pointing to it should. I mean, obviously in DFS you have these moments where Coors just doesn't show up and it is what it is. But this is a great spot for it to blow up today. All right? So Carrasco, Rogers, Peterson, and Freeman over here on FanDuel. And then on DraftKings, you have Carrasco, Minor, Freddie Freeman, Adrianza, and Jock Peterson. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Let's get it again. We have been destroying MLB. It has been a ridiculous season. We are way up and stacking up big time for this NFL Week 1, man. So let's just keep it going. Let's stay hot. And I'm out. Peace.